Hello, welcome to Cardboard and Plastic. Today's video, I have a couple of cards I got in the mail. I want to talk a little bit about set collecting. And in the background, I have an official program from Marist College, where I grew up in New York, Poughkeepsie, 1987-88. And I had Rick Smith sign it. I also had one from 86-87 that Smith signed when I left Fredonia. And I left it in the dorm. My roommate, Tony, has it and contacted me. I never got it back from him. So, Tony, if you still have it and you're watching this channel, which you're not, please send it back to me. I think you also have my Rick Smith's jersey. So I missed that as well. So, this program, this is not a Smith's card. However, I did get a card from a auction. I did the golden auction. I don't like auctions. I just saw, I was looking on eBay and I think they had an ad for a golden auction and they had some Smith's cards. So kind of the algorithm just brought me there. And I don't get involved with auctions. So I just put in my best bid. I'm like, this is what I'll pay for the cards. I think they had about 4 of them that I put bids on. And I got an email that I did get one of them. So it was at my max bid that I put in. So I think it was about $70. I'll show you that card once I get it in the mail. It was numbered out of 99. Those 90s parallels, they go for stupid money. And it was the limit of what I wanted to pay for it. So besides Rick Smith's, that was the point guard, Drafton Davis. Above it, Dave McGarity. And this player right there is Rudy Bugelaar. And he was another 7-footer. And Smith's was 7'4". They also had, so Smith's was Holland. Rudy was from France. Not really France. I think it was the French region, Guadeloupe from the Caribbean, and then they also had Miroslav Pekarski, who was from Yugoslavia, and he was 6'11", and so they had 3. They got in trouble for that. I think the players had to sit out a few games in one of the seasons because they got those players over there kind of illegally, probably from recruiting standpoints back in the day with the NCAA. But yeah, they did play. And also you saw Pittsburgh. I think the year before they lost in the playoffs to Pittsburgh. And they also made in the NCAA. And also with the NCAA, they played Georgia Tech and almost they were competing with them. And Georgia Tech had a pretty stacked team with John Salley and Mark Price. So Dwayne Farrell, I think, was on the team as well. I used to follow basketball a lot in the 90s. But with Rudy, he had another son, which had the name Rudy. And I'll show you. Let's see if I can open that up. I put tape on it to put in the thing. I wish I didn't do that, but I got to get a better frame for this to put in my room. So there's Rudy, 7 foot, right, from Paris, France. And there's another Rudy with the same name that a lot more people probably recognize. And I'm putting this set together for the Global Icons and Rudy Gobert and France, right? So we got very cool. I like how they, with the Global Icons, they put the flag in the background. And he is the son of Rudy from Marist College. And it's kind of a neat little story. And this card was it wasted so much of my time. I wish I could just go back in the day and just like buy it, because I kept on like watching it. With these global icons, there's like 15 of them each. They're not numbered, but they're super short print. And I'm trying to put the set together. And now I'm up somewhere between 35 and 40 out of the 100 cards. And I mean, they just have a lot of players. And the reason I want to collect this set is they have a lot of players that I grew up watching when I was younger from the overseas because of Smits. A lot of the taller players were the centers, like George Murasan. I want his cards. Zordonis Ilgauskas. Like they have all these great players from back in the day. And I think, yeah, I'm up to like 35 to 40. I got to check my trading card database. I put them in there, and it's kind of like each card I get is 1%. But I contacted the seller. I was like $30. They never responded back to me. And I kept on watching it, waiting for it to go on sale. Like, I think I would have even bought it if they got $5 off. And then I finally just like, what am I doing? It's $39, right? I'm probably never going to see one of these things again. Just buy it. And so I bought it. So part of the reason I bought it too, there was another one that popped up. So I have another one coming in the mail maybe tomorrow or Monday next week. And another big player for me from that set. So, and this is the one thing about set collecting that I kind of noticed with myself. It's like you care less about condition and just more about getting the card. And really, like if I bought another card that wasn't part of a set, the first thing I would do is I would take it out, I would look at the condition, and I would make a decision, like, do I want to grade this card or not? And with this card, there's none of that. I got the card. It's awesome. I guess, like the seller said, there's some soft corners. I didn't even look at the corners. I got the card. So I am eventually, I have them in top loaders now. I think I'm going to get the thicker Mag Pros, design Mag Pros and make labels and make them all uniform. So that's going to be one of my next projects. But yeah, this is going to be a lifelong project. I'm trying to find these cards. I'm actually asking like on forums if anybody has these. They're very rare. And the only thing I get from people is not like, oh, I have one. It's like, oh, can I buy one from you? Right. So a lot of player collectors want these, right? Because they're hard to find. So that is one card I got. And then the other card I got in the mail is I'm done with, well, kind of done with this set. I got the Bob Feller 1951 Topps. Beautiful card. And this one like popped up. I watched it. They didn't take any offers, but they said it had a crease corner, and it does. It's really hard to see, but a very slight crease. But this is a gorgeous 51. And really, that doesn't bother me. This is going into a binder, and it's going to be awesome now. So I have the entire set, but it's not done yet with my journey. They had the two different backs, and they also, I now have to look for the white back of this. So I want to put both of these sets together. And really, the condition doesn't bother me. I just was looking for the best card I could get for the best price, right? So I think this was like $45. By the way, I mean, for an example for that, like you can't find a Feller in that good of a condition for that price. So that's an awesome card. So happy to have that. And the reason, like, so the 1951 Topps, I wasn't doing much vintage, mainly like 80s, 90s, maybe some 70s, kind of like chasing the George Brett, the Robin Yount from 1975 Topps. And on one of the forums, somebody posted that I think it was their neighbor, this guy passed away. He was collecting cards, and his wife was kind of stuck with these things, and he was like, if anybody wants to buy, like, and he had just tons of like 1951 tops of the blue backs and the red backs. I think he was trying to put the set together, and I didn't have much interest in them, but I was like, kind of like, oh, they look pretty cool. And I bought them, and actually gave him a little bit more money for his wife there, just so you know, this, take this. And I kind of just fell in love with the set, and I kind of took it upon myself. Like, I was like, I think this guy was trying to put this set together, so I'm going to finish the job for him. And I did. So I got part of the job done. So I finished the 1951, the red backs. I'm still working on the blue backs. And for, as I said, with the red backs, I'm going to try to get both of the different, the white and the cardboard backs there. So I'll have 3 of the sets eventually. So really, some of the cards are in really horrific condition, but it doesn't bother me, right? I have the card. Maybe if I find a better version, I'll slowly upgrade that set, but it's just in my binder. It's kind of a checklist, and there's not as much stress with set collecting as there is with just like trying to find the perfect eye appeal card for the price, right? What's going on? I know it's a hunt, but the hunt doesn't need to be that stressful. And for a lot of people, it really is. And I'm getting more and more into set collecting and enjoying it, just like a checklist. So like the Smiths, I want every single Smiths card I can get. And I won't pay crazy amounts for those, but it's like all the ones I can get at a good price for my binder. And the one that I got from Golden Auctions, that's going to be sent out to me sometime, it's in a PSA 7 slab. As soon as I get that slab here in my hands, it's going to be cracked. And I'm going to take that card out, and it's going in my binder. So somebody paid a lot of money to grade that card for absolutely no reason. So let me know in the comments. I know a lot of people just go after Hall of Famers or anything like that, but are people set collecting here? And if so, what sets are you collecting? Like other sets I put together were the 1954 Redmond Tobacco. I'm working on all the other years as well. So I got like a big, I just put those in card savers, like, and of course, like the Willie Mays and the top layers in great condition. I will grade those, but the majority of the ones I just keep in card savers. You can't have that. I mean, that would be so many, like 52 cards and in slabs. I mean, how much space that would take up. And I see a lot of people like Junk Wax Hero and all these, a lot of other people are just downsizing their collection, right? And just having enough slabs to present. And then I'm doing the same thing. Is I have a lot of cards that I have slab, but like, why do I have them slab? And what I'm doing is I'm finding ungraded versions for binders, which take up a lot less space. And then I'm selling off my graded versions. So, got a couple more cards coming to mail. I'm actually putting together another set. Well, I finished it. I just got to get the cards in. And I'm also looking to buy a big card. So, I have 2 funds. I actually have one fund that I have set aside that I do have enough money right now to get a Ruth, to get a Cobb, to get a big card, which I want. And my other account is like from the eBay. I'm really trying to decide what I want, right? So I've been looking at a few cards like M116s. I've been looking at getting like a T206 Triss speaker, even like a 2001 Topps Ichiro, but like the gold version out of 2001. So I got like, kind of like a checklist looking, and I got about $800 available for another purchase, just kind of adding to that. So that's going to be before the end of the year. I want to get something like that. And I'm thinking about maybe going to Strongsville next year or another big card show, and then purchasing like a Ruth a Gary, a Cobb, a really big card for me in person at one of those shows. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great day and keep on collecting.